Hi guys. Okay, I keep saying I'm gonna make short videos. All these videos seem to be. I always say I want them to be short, but if y'all haven't figured it out now, I like to talk, so you know. This video though is kind of serious. I want to begin to start shattering some of the negative, stereotypical images that somebody, some group, some bunch of men have created about the black woman. Probably going to get some backlash, and I'm really not worried about it because, I mean, the other day I made a self-help video, and some ignorant person got on my video and said something. I mean, so it's just, you know, I don't know if these guys are going around trolling, just random black guys just looking for black women just to insult and just say nasty, ugly things too. But, you know, I'm going to do a whole video about that too, because I'm starting to see the problem, the issue with that. They have some real serious internal things going on. I'm seeing a lot of down low homosexual things going on with them. And so, and I'm thinking, you know, maybe that's what this is, you know, just a whole campaign of gay, down low men who are on attack of the black woman, you know, and so that's why the hate is so strong. But that's not what this video is about. I will address that later, but that's why I'm really not letting it get to me though, because I'm starting to see what it is, you know. But you know, this video here, I want to dispel, or try to see if I can dispel some of the myths I kind of think are problems that's going on with some of these men's thinking with the black woman. Now, let me say this too. First of all, I come from the older generation. So my thinking is probably not going to be that of a woman who was born somewhere in the late 80s, 90s, or whatever, you know, that real young type woman. We're completely and totally different. So my thinking and attitude and personality is going to be a little bit different, but I still think I can help. You know, it's a whole different type of generation that we have here. A lot of things that when I was growing up, and a lot of things that I experienced is just not really the same. I mean, it's just, it's hard to explain this generational gap, because women now do act in ways and so forth that, you know, mine didn't. And then it also comes with the way my mom raised me. So that's real key too, you know. But anyway, let me get to this. How to deal with a strong black woman. I cannot fit everything out in this video. I can't. But let me tell you guys one key aspect of the reason why it seems that black men, I'm talking about black men and black women, the men seem to always say that the woman is too strong. Oh, she's too bossy. Oh, she is too demanding, or what have you. I hope you cannot hear those sirens. But I'm going to paint a scenario, and then I'm going to go from there. This woman maybe has children, a child, what have you. She is working. She has her car. She has her apartment or home. Probably just she has some type of spiritual life. I'm not going to say Christian, you know, that's a whole other thing, but she has some form of she basically she has her life fixed and set a certain way. She has a routine when she gets up, when she gets her children off, the things that she does, the places she goes, the people she knows, the things that she does in her life. It's more than likely a routine. We all have to form some kind of routine. Men have routines, single women have routines. So that's one thing that we need to understand too. But you have a lot of men who come into these single women's life, and the problem is that they basically come in and just want to run stuff. That's the problem. It's not that she don't want you. It's not that she doesn't want your input. It's not that, I mean, I've heard things as stupid as, oh, if she's getting welfare, food stamps, WIC, housing or whatever, that, you know, she's getting those programs so she don't need a man. You know, I've been told I don't need a man because I was so strong and independent. That's not the case. A real woman, I'm not talking about these little girls usually, or these women who I don't need no man. They have other issues going on. And really, honestly, if she is telling you that she don't need a man, you really probably need to move on, go somewhere else, because that type of mentality is detrimental. She doesn't have full understanding. So, a real woman knows she needs a man. I never have let those words come out of my mouth that I don't need a man, because I knew I always did. The issue was, what did I need him for? I didn't need his money. I didn't need him to take care of me, which is an assumption that a lot of men make. I didn't need him to come in and be He-Man and Hulk Hogan and all this kind of stuff. You need companionship. You want someone to talk to. You do want to protect her. If at all possible, you want someone who will help provide. I'm not saying, you know, get a woman who just wants to sit around and not do anything and just have you take care of her. That's really actually a personal thing. If you're the kind of man who wants that and wants to do that and doesn't want your woman to work, that's a whole nother thing. But so many guys today get backlash from that, when, you know, the dudes calling them simps and all this kind of stuff. And so I think it's unpopular, but, you know, hey, it's you, it's your woman. If that's what you want to do, it's your household. You know, keep other people out of your business. But I've always been very independent. And so had my own everything, had my own routine and everything. And so when, for some reason, I don't know why my nose is just like this, I would get these men who just wanted to come in and just take over, you know, just they you know, we're going to do this way, we're going to do this way, and, you know, I think your son so-and-so and this and that, and I think this, and, you know, I want this done this way. And it's just like, dude, no. You know, and so then you look rebellious, but it's just like, I've been doing this on my own. I've been doing this. I've been making it work. It's been fine for me. How do you expect to just come in because you are, quote unquote, the man, and you're supposed to wear the pants, and, you know, so you're just going to come in just changing routines and changing things and disciplining children and all this kind of stuff. And it really just does not work, you know. One thing about a woman and her children, especially if it's not your child, she's going to have a really hard time with you disciplining her children, because she looks at them as her children, because she doesn't know you. She doesn't know your temperament. She don't know how hard you're going to hit. She don't know if you chastise her little girl, little boy, or you're going to leave marks on them. She don't know how mad you get if you have to do that. You know, I mean, it's a trust thing. It's not necessarily that she doesn't want you to say anything to her kids or whatever. You know, it's a lot of it is that She don't know you. She can't really trust you. So the best thing to do, best advice, is to just kind of sit back. If she wants the kids and disciplining of the kids and talking to the kids and all that, once that comes into play, she's going to talk to you about it. Just giving you a heads up, she'll talk to you about it. Come in, relax, be yourself. Don't come in trying to boss and run things. I think that is the biggest issue with black men and black women who are trying to form some type of a relationship. He's coming into a relationship where the woman has all of her own. Best thing to do, come in and contribute. Come, have your own house, men. Have your own vehicle. Have your own whatever. Because, yeah, she's going to look bossy if everything is her own. Also, to be very, very honest, just being honest, trying to be honest with you all, a lot of times a woman loses respect. She doesn't respect you as much when you come in and she's paying all the bills. She's doing everything, and really the only thing you really are providing is penis. She will take care of you. You got a lot of women who will sit around, just take care of you, buy you everything, buy your clothes, buy your shoes, buy everything for you, pamper you and everything. But then as soon as you screw up, just like a mama, she's going to take your stuff. She's going to burn your stuff. She's going to bleach your stuff. She's going to whatever. And so to avoid that, you have a lot of men who, they want to take people to court and be upset and everything. To avoid that, have your own when you're coming into a relationship. If you don't, it's kind of hard to really say what to do when you're just living off of a woman, because I'm just being honest, yeah, when things get tough, when things get bad, when she gets sick of you, when she gets sick of seeing you laying around, your shoes all on the floor, and she got to pick up after you, and you dirty, and this and that. She might get sick and tired, and please don't cheat, because that's like the first way to get put out, and so it's just a bad beginning, because it's not supposed to be that way, and she's not going to have that respect for you as a man. I'm just being very, very honest. And yeah, it's going to be get up and get out of my house. I don't care if you're washing dishes. I don't care if you wash the clothes. I don't care if you're fixing her car. I don't care what you're doing around there. I don't care if you got a little job that you go to, 2-3 times a month or whatever. A woman wants stability, security, and a helpmeet. I know they say the man wants to help me, but a woman want to help me too. So that's two things. As far as the children, like I say, don't come in trying to run the kids, trying to whatever. Let her basically pretty much deal with that herself. If she comes to you with it, be a listening ear or whatever. But yelling at her kids, hitting her kids up, don't do that, and also, like I say, if you have a woman who's supporting you enough that, you are not working, you don't have your own, use that time to get a job. If you got someplace to stay, got somewhere to eat, got somewhere to sleep, use that time to get a job the best that you can. Use that time to get yourself some kind of vehicle. Make it a partnership. Don't come in trying to run things. Just don't do it. Trying to change things, change routines, tell her who she can have as friends. All that stuff need to be worked out from like way beginning. Who she hangs out with, who her friends are, because if it's something from the beginning, before you even move in with her, that you don't like her friends, that, I don't like when she goes out to 2 o'clock in the morning, either don't be with her, work it out from the beginning that you all are going to have a better relationship than that. And then also on top of that, you can't do it either. It's basically like y'all are playing marriage. Y'all playing house. So if you're going to play house, you have to play by the rules. You have to make some rules. And you have to live by them for things to go further. This is when you shacking up and You know, you have to set some rules and some standards. And so, yeah, a single woman living by herself, doing her own thing, got all her stuff. Yeah, she's going to look really bossy. Yes, she is. I'm just being honest. Doesn't mean, though, that she doesn't want a man. You be strong. You be the man. And a man, when I say being a man, it's not about being bossy and being the boss. It's about being the strong one, the strong shoulder, a good head on your shoulder. Being smart, being intelligent, not all the games, the playing, the fighting and arguing and the back and forth. And I mean, real men seriously do not argue with women. You know, they keep it cool, and if they wrong, you know, they usually it's a weak type guy that really just wants to sit around just argue all day with a woman. You know, that's, you know, a real man is gonna go somewhere and just let her argue by herself. Be very honest. Here's a hint: it works. Because if she's wrong, she's going to think about it. She's going to come back and she's going to let you know if she's a real woman. Now, if she's one of these little girls, then, you know, she probably won't. I'm going to cut this video off. I hope I have not gone over my time. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll come back with more of this topic.